During the Renaissance, art, literature, and architecture changed dramatically. Before the Renaissance, art was based on religion and didn't look real, not showing any human flaws or emotion. Literature was focused on Catholicism, but during the Renaissance, people questioned the relationship between God and people. Architecture was taken from ancient Rome and Greece and changed to fit their lifestyle. Renaissance means rebirth. During this time, people were suddenly interested in art and learning. This happened because people started to care more about this world rather than just religion. People were still very religious, but everything they did wasn't religious. They started to build buildings that weren't churches or religiously related. They made art that didn't have anything to do with religion. Plays were done that weren't religious. Leonardo da Vinci was born in Vinci, hence the name. Leonardo da Vinci worked at the court of Milan for 17 years, but he did not like that. He wanted to paint and design. Leonardo da Vinci's greatest achievement was the Mona Lisa. This is an important painting during this time because it was not a religious painting. The Mona Lisa was a painting of just a regular person showing emotion and depth. He was also a great inventor. He made a flying machine in hopes of having people fly like a bird. Michelangelo Buonarroti was a sculptor, painter, and an architect. He was a devout Christian and painted church ceilings and sculpted religious statues. He carved human statues to show God's beauty and perfection. He painted the books of Genesis on a church ceiling with scenes from the creation to the flood. He believed his talents came from God. William Shakespeare was born near the end of the Renaissance. He was one of the first to bring the Renaissance to the theater. He used his knowledge of Greek and Roman classics to write his plays and literature. The unique thing about Shakespeare is that he looked at people for every character, ignoring their social position. Some of his most famous plays are Romeo and Juliet and A Midsummer Night's Dream. Overall, the Renaissance was a time of new ideas and new beliefs. Religion wasn't a part of everything in everyone's lives. People began to do other things that weren't involved with religion. These three men are great examples of Renaissance men because they were gifted in many different ways. Thanks to the Renaissance, art, literature, and architecture has changed tremendously. We now have realistic paintings and books because of the Renaissance.